When you're looking at taking decisions with regards to your exam, I was having a choice between two colleges. So basically with CA, you have to do your articleship. When I'm taking a decision whether to stay in Kolkata and take up admission in a college over here, 6 to 10 o'clock would be my college timing, and therefore I can do my articleship parallelly with my college, and therefore I do not lose time. But if I were to move to Delhi, I had marks where I could have gotten into the top college of the country. But the problem was that my articleship will start after 3 years of college getting completed. Because you cannot do articleship parallelly with your college because the college timings, there is a mismatch. So my question was, I'm starting my college now. So after 5 years, if I'm in Kolkata, I have my graduation done, I have my CA done, and I have 6 months of experience. If I'm in Delhi, in that case, I will be done with my college and I will be giving the CA exams. My CA would not be complete probably, and I would not have any experience. So now when I'm looking at those two options, which resume looks more attractive, which one looks more luring? I started with CA because that's the option you have basically immediately once you get into graduation. And I did not have much idea about the other subjects and syllabus and all that. But then once I took my CA inter exams, I realized that finance is what I want to do. And therefore I went on to start with CFA and then FRM and specializing absolutely 100% into finance. So when I was evaluating between the two choices as to whether to stay in Kolkata and attend college over here, and alongside, of course, things would be relatively easier being at home, but alongside with the college timing, I could have done a lot more things. Or whether to move to Delhi and then study alongside and all of those. I was thinking from the point of view as to how my resume would look 5 years or 10 years down the line. So that college be that important in that scope of my exam. Basically, when I was evaluating between the city and the college and everything, the idea is that how would my resume look like at the end of 5 years or 10 years. So should I prioritize more of college activities? Should I prioritize the city? Should I prioritize the exams? Whenever you take a call, whatever be the situation, you have to think of long-term prospect in mind. That if I take this decision right now, 5 years later or 10 years later, how would my resume look like? What would you want it to be like? Where do you want to be 5 years or 10 years? Of course, the moment you step into college, you would not have a very clear cut idea as to where you want to be. So you decide based on the information that you have. And of course, there's so much of information, there's so much of resources available nowadays to make it easier for you to decide, at times even more confusing. But you have to know what you're liking, what you want to do. But the decision has to always be in terms of long term. Because I've seen students, because of pass rate, they decide, they take decision, they will go for something very short term XYZ and some ridiculous stuff they'll go for because they feel that there is no exam out there. So I will do a 1 year XYZ course over here. There is no exam, there is no passing criteria, there is no entrance criteria. See, the more difficult it is to get into a college, the more valuable that college would be in most circumstances. So when you start taking decisions on those grounds that, I'm scared of the exam or I'm scared of passing or not passing, etc. So let me take the shortcut. Let me go for something which is easy and I have something to show. But that is not going to show on your resume. That is not going to show on your career in the long term. Ultimately, don't take decisions based on that. Don't think that there is no exam or there is no passing rate and etc. So therefore, I should go for this. Because anything that is going to be cheaply available or easily available, it's not going to be that worth it. And I'm not talking about cheap in monetary terms. I'm talking about it in terms of effort and everything that you have to give in. Whenever you take a decision, it has to be very long term.